When going on test, the examiner might ask you to open the bonnet. The examiner might ask you to identify one of 3 things under the bonnet and how you know that there are sufficient levels of fluid in them. In addition to knowing this for your test, it's very important to know this kind of stuff for when you're driving in your own vehicle. Because there's nothing worse than having to spend lots of money at a mechanic's when you can simply top it up yourself. So let's have a go and see what they are. Because this car's French, our lever is on the left. Okay, always make sure you secure your hood with the rod just to make sure it doesn't fall on top of you. So the first we're looking at is our engine coolant. So we can see we've got the thermometer on the top with the water, so we know it's the coolant. And we have the maximum and the minimum just underneath. I don't know if you can see that. Now in this car we have a pink fluid. There are 2 different types. There is a pink one and then there's a greenish blue one. Never mix them. Always make sure that you only top up with the one that's already in the car. Then we have our brake fluid, which is our .4. It's a bit of a yellowy fluid. I don't know if you can see that. And then again we have a maximum at the top and then the minimum is underneath. I think it's better from the other side. We've got the maximum and the minimum just underneath that. And then we have our engine oil. Top up goes in here, and then underneath we have a dipstick. It even has a little oil can for you as well. Now with the oil, we want to make sure that the engine is cold when we check it, because oil does expand when it gets hot, so we want to make sure that we can actually have an accurate reading of it. Also make sure your car is parked on a level surface, because obviously if you're parking downhill or uphill, there is a chance that you're not going to have a correct reading on it because your car's facing one way or the other, so the oil is swishing around in there. Then when we're done, we're going to close it up. And that is literally it. So just make sure that you are familiar with what's going on in your car, so that when you do turn up at the mechanic, if you have to go, you know what you're talking about. Also means that they're less likely to try and take the mick and take advantage of the fact that you have no knowledge whatsoever. I hope this helps.